What's going on, guys? Today we're each drafting our personal Mount Rushmore of credit cards.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting. You'll spend it and be broke again.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our channel. I'm your bro Ryan.
And I'm your bro Taylor.
And just like Taylor said, we're doing our personal Mount Rushmores for credit cards.
Jumping right in, we're going to go ahead and do a quick rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Because I feel like the first draft pick here is pretty important. Gotta hide my notes here.
Same. I'm not letting you cheat off me. All right.
Rock,
paper, scissors, shoot.
Got it. I knew it. There was never any doubt. All right. With my 1-1 selection, it's just simply a credit union credit card, more specifically the Delta Community Credit Union credit card. It is like your base level card. There's nothing really special about it. They have a very small intro bonus, a simple like 1% cash back on things. There's really no frills or nothing to get too excited about, but has excellent interest rates. I just love banking with Delta Community. I think it's been great. I need a basic go-to card that's just a safe bet.
So I totally get that one, but I didn't put it in my list because I think there's better cards. So for me, my first round draft pick is going to be the MX Blue Cash Everyday card.
Okay.
And the reason I went with that one was because you get 3% back at supermarkets, 3% back on online retailers, and 3% back on gas stations. That's 3% back on pretty much most of your daily expenses. That's huge. That is a big, big deal. And it has no annual fee and a $200 intro bonus. That's pretty sick. So for my second round pick, I'm very split on this one. Especially because I think Taylor has a chance to steal one of these. So I gotta play it safe just in case he does. And I think I'm gonna go with the Chase Freedom Flex card. I think that's gonna be my second round pick. I chose this one because it has 5% cash back in bonus categories each quarter. It has no annual fee. We love that. And again, it has a $200 intro bonus. And the intro bonuses to achieve that with the Amex and the Chase is very minimal spending.
Okay, my list is evolving as you draft because I'm kind of pivoting to
That's what I like to hear.
Fill needs and everything.
We got him scrambling.
Not at all. I have way more options than Ryan does, I think. So next, in my second round pick is going to be the Capital One Saver One. I think this one actually edges out the Amex Blue Cash Everyday. I had them in the same kind of tier or echelon or kind of category of card. Mm-hmm. And for me personally, I just think Capital One Saver One was a little bit better. Also, no annual fee. You get the 3% back on dining, entertainment, grocery stores, certain streaming services. 8% back on entertainment through Capital One, 10% back on Uber and Uber Eats. So if you travel a good bit, you're probably taking Ubers. I know I do. Yeah. So for me personally, I think it's a great option. 5% back on hotels and rentals through Capital One. I do like that Amex lets you get points back on travel directly with the airline and everything. So this one, you got to go through Capital One. Definitely a notch on it. But for me, just overall, I think some of the cashback rewards are just a little bit better. All right. And given this is a snake draft, so I get to go again. So I'm not drafting any of the ones I think are going to actually mess you up here. So it actually worked out fine. Is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I really debated on whether or not I was going to put a credit card with an annual fee on my list. But for $95, as far as annual fees goes, that's pretty good. So for a $95 annual fee, you're getting 5% on travel through Chase, 3% on dining, and you get 2% on other travel, which is huge for me. So even if I book direct, I'm still getting 2 times miles on those travel purchases. I travel a good bit just in my lifestyle and my line of work. So for me, I thought it was worth it. And I did want to be a part of the Chase point system.
That's right. So realistically, I look at that card in real life all the time. Yeah. I think if you're going with it, like Taylor said, I'm not a big annual fee person. Yeah. Just if I never am going to use the card again, I don't want to constantly be charged for the card. Plus, some of these annual fees are getting out of hand. So I don't love it, but if I'm looking for an annual fee card, I get the concept that they can give you more and better benefits if you pay a little bit. Kind of like Costco. You pay a membership and you get a lot of benefits. Yeah. So I kind of get that concept. And I look at that Sapphire Preferred a lot, but it just doesn't give me enough. The only thing it'll really give me points on is dining. Chase 5% back in their travel portal. Yep. All their cards do that. So I'm not really worried about that specific card. And then outside of that, it's 2 times on travel. A lot of other cards offer better. So for me, I just can't convince myself that dining 3 times on dining is going to be enough to pay that $95 annual fee. So that's the reason I didn't choose it. But I went back and forth, and in real life, I go back and forth all the time. It just doesn't offer enough. If they add gas stations or something like that, I'm all in. They've got me.
He's trying to discredit my pick, but we have different lifestyles. I travel a good bit more than Ryan.
That's true.
For me, it's worth it. I think it's, if you're going to go into like a beginner level somewhat travel credit card, any Chase is a good choice, and I'm just going the Sapphire Preferred.
So sticking with Chase and sticking with great cards is the Amazon Prime card.
Oh, yeah.
I have the Amazon Prime Visa card, and I love it. Obviously, you can buy literally anything on Amazon. They literally have cars for sale now. I see Hyundai cars pop up all the time. Air conditioners. You can buy anything on Amazon. And you get 5 to 10% back at that. That's insane. And then on top of that, Amazon Fresh, Whole Foods, Amazon sponsored things, all 5 to 10% back. And then outside of that, you still get 2% back on gas stations and restaurants. Again, a great catch-all. Those are the things I'm spending the most money on for the most part. And supermarkets would be great, but 2% back as the lowest side is great. And then no annual fee. And if you sign up, you get a $250 Amazon gift card to spend on literally anything. Like, that's awesome. So I just can't get over that card. I use it all the time. It's one of my main cards because it also gives me access to the Chase portal, and it also gives me 5% back on the Chase travel. So again, I get all those benefits with no annual fee. Awesome, awesome benefits. But I get to clean up with the Citi Double Cash card. That's going to be my final pick in my wallet. That's because it's a great catch-all card. If I want to spend money on literally anything, I earn 2% back on every purchase. Again, there's no annual fee, and we get $200 bonus for just starting the card or opening the account and spending $1,500 in 6 months.
Yeah, to be fair, I'll give you that. I almost thought for your catch-all, and this is, I'll go ahead and throw it in my honorable mention, and who knows, I may actually decide this is my fourth and final pick, was the Apple credit card.
Okay.
Because anytime you use Apple Pay, it's 2%, and then you also get 3% at Apple and certain partners and everything, and that's a no-fee card, like no fees, period.
Yeah, I do like that a lot.
I think that's huge. Little throw in there. That's a honorable mention for me. I think I'm going to go with the Built MasterCard.
Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
Just if you're renting, I think it's a great credit card. This is one that has no annual fee. You get 1 times points on rent, 2 times points on travel, and 3 times points on dining. They actually have really good travel partners. And 2 times points on travel when you book direct. You don't have to go through some transfer portal. I think that's huge. I know that's kind of doubling down on the benefit of the Chase Sapphire Preferred, but I did want to be in the Chase point system. And the Built, I think the 1 times points on rent in itself is huge. I'm surprising myself a little bit with this draft as we've gone through. I didn't get a catch-all that I wanted of 2 times points on something. That's why I almost went unlimited. And to be fair, I didn't get my gas covered. Like I said, my draft evolved over time. If I could go back, I might switch one card out, but I'm still happy with my team. I got my good classic, no frills, but I'm not going to get screwed over my credit union credit card. I got the Sapphire Preferred to get in that Chase portal, a good travel card, a good intro bonus, 60,000 points. Yep. I think it's great, and sometimes I do promos for more. The Built, the 1 times points on rent alone, I think is enough to justify that card. If you're a renter, I think it's a great choice. Again, we're not saying you have to get any of these cards. These are our personal choices again. But then I went the Capital One Saver One, kind of in line with your Blue Cash Everyday. I just liked some of their point back systems, and now I'm in Capital One again for no annual fee.
Yeah, no, that's fair, and I like a lot of the cards you had. I just personally think there's some holes in it, and I think like you already mentioned a couple of them. And for that reason, I feel like you have some really good in a category, but then it lacks in other categories. And I feel like mine did a really good job about catching all the categories that influence my life or that are affecting my life. And then also a good catch-all in case something's not hit. It's a strong catch-all on top of that. So again, all the grocery shopping I do, the gas stations, going to Amazon all the time or Whole Foods, all of that's huge. So I feel like I did a great job about covering all my bases. So let us know in the comment what team you think won. I personally am going to say mine. Obviously, there's a little sway there, but like I said, I just think I have less holes in mine. It covers more, but that's for my personal lifestyle. Just like Taylor said,
it all varies.
We're not basing this off anything, just our personal opinions and a little bit of details about this card and our lifestyle. So that's not recommendation to you.
Yeah.
It would whatever fits your lifestyle. Like we always say, you don't get a credit card or a loan because you want to now go and do these things. You find those that fit your current lifestyle and that can benefit you further. So don't change your life around those cards. And so with this, Again, leave a comment. Let us know what team you would have drafted. If you changed or kept all of our cards, let us know. I would love to hear that too.
Like Ryan said, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, share your thoughts down below, and be sure to tune in next week.
Stop wasting money on that dumb shit and instead put it in investment. I know it's tempting. You'll spend it and be broke again.
I'm your bro Ryan.
And I'm your bro Taylor.
And in this